Hi everyone, week 4 of my Halloween series 2023. This will be the last weekly video that I have for the Halloween series. However, I think I'll have at least one more bonus video for you. So tonight I'm making spider taco crescent ring. What all goes into the spider taco crescent ring? Well, for one thing, I am going to be doubling the filling. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because I want to use up all of the ground beef. I'll put the original recipe down below. So for this recipe, you need 1 pound ground beef, 2 tablespoons taco seasoning, and I'll leave my recipe for the taco seasoning down below. 1/2 cup water, 1 cup shredded cheddar cheese, and that's all for the doubling. The rest will be the original recipe. 2 cans Crescent Rolls, 1 cherry tomato cut in half, shredded lettuce, and then after you serve you can add any additional taco seasonings that you would like, such as sour cream, guacamole. You get the idea. So let's begin. Preheat the oven to 375. In a large pan over medium heat, take your ground beef, and I'm using the whole pound. If I don't use it all for this recipe, I'll make taco burgers or something with the leftovers. And cook that, stirring occasionally until brown. So after it's brown, drain it if necessary. Add your 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning and the 1/2 cup of water. And let that simmer for 3 to 4 minutes until it starts to thicken. So we have our taco ground beef in the bowl and thoroughly drained. And we'll put our 1 cup of cheese in with the 1 pound of taco meat and mix that up. And set that aside. So take your 2 packages of Crescent Rolls, and we're going to just lay the triangles on a large baking sheet. And I hope they're not as bad as the last ones I had. Generally, if I see the little wet stuff here, I worry about it. And it's not too bad, doesn't look like. So we'll separate this first one into triangles. And they're a little bit bad, but I think I can make them work. I'm going to use the 8 best ones for the spider body. The not so good ones I'll use for the legs. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and get out the other one. So my second can was not as bad. This was probably the only bad one right here. So let's assemble our spider. So the recipe says to get a large cookie sheet. I decided I would use a large pizza pan. That way it'll give room for the legs to spread out a little bit. So take 8 of the 16 pieces of dough, and you can overlap them a little bit. And you want the wide end in the center and the pointed ends on the outside. So it's going to kind of look like a sun. So there we have our sun. Take a spoon, take your meat mixture, put your meat on your thick end of your crescent roll. And then you want to take your dough and roll it over and then tuck it under the big spot. And I'll finish that and I'll be right back. So here we have our ring. A little bit showing is fine. In fact, it'll poof up and it won't show as much. Now to make the spider legs. So I'll set this aside and I'll be right back. So take your other triangles, take the long end and just roll them up. Like so. And then take it and kind of curl it so it looks like a spider leg and pinch it so it attaches. I'll finish that and I'll be right back. So here is my spider ring with its 8 legs. Put them in a preheated 375-degree oven for 16 to 18 minutes until the dough is golden brown and thoroughly baked. So after 15 minutes, I took it out of the oven. To me, it looks more like a crab than a spider. Then take your shredded lettuce and put it in the center of the ring. And then take your 1 cherry tomato that we cut in half and put it in the center for its eyes. And there we have our spider. Now you do want to let this sit for 5 minutes before we serve. I'm not going to show you serving it because it's going to be all cut up and it won't look like a spider then. However, I have these little spider gummies, and these are going to be the spider's babies. So I'm going to just set these around on it too as well. They may melt since they're gummies, but you'll get to see the visual effect before they do melt. So there is our spider Taco Crescent Ring. We'll let it cool for 5 minutes and then we'll dish it up and we'll see what Dave thinks. Edgar and Dave are ready for Halloween. So in honor of that, we're going to have spider Taco Crescent Ring. Enjoy. And Edgar, he's dressed as a skeleton.
Well, it tastes good. It would have tasted good without this, but it tastes good.
Tastes better with that. Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.